Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here, but y'all know her because she's always here.
I am.
That's my friend. And Roland Martin is here. He's a really special guest host today.
Yes.
Roland Martin, Unfiltered. We thank you so much for taking time to come and sit with us,
Oh, absolutely.
too, and guest host the show. And you also helped us come up with a new segment.
Yes.
We can't talk about it yet because I don't want you to steal it.
No. Don't
but
talk about it yet.
But it's great.
Yes. And it's all reflective of Roland Martin's personality. You're always trying to connect people. And you know, and you know everybody.
I mean, I don't know everybody.
Like, who don't you know that you wish you knew or that you would like to know, that you feel like, all right, at some point?
I've never met James Earl Jones.
Okay.
Absolutely would love to meet James Earl Jones.
Is there anyone I can call?
I'm trying to think, but
you know everybody. Like I said,
it's I mean, there's a lot of people I can get to.
Is there anybody that you wouldn't interview? Because I've seen you. Debate.
Oh hell yeah.
Who would you not interview?
Because I see you.
We've discussed a couple already off air.
On air, Roland. Who would you not interview?
I'll never interview Donald Trump.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, I'm surprised at that because I feel like
no.
But now, why is that?
Because I have absolute disgust and disdain. Straight up, when see, I can't even call him president. So we had the first meeting with TV anchor. So I was invited to 3 of the meetings. I only went to 2. And he walks in, and normally when the president comes in, everybody walks towards the president, to greet him. Well, I fell back. I was like, I ain't trying to meet him. And then he was like, people were going, Mr. President, Mr. President. I was like, I can't call him Mr. President. And I was like, I can't call him Mr. Trump. So when he got to me, he stuck his hand out. I went, hi. That's all I had for him. Hi. That's it. I was like, hi.
Ew, what did he say?
Oh, good to meet you.
Did you shake his little hand or no?
Yes, I was like, but it was, trust me, every fiber of my body was like, why am I here? So yeah, there's some folk I ain't gonna talk to.
Now, what I love about Roland Martin is that he doesn't just talk about it; he is about it, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously, you have Roland Martin Unfiltered. For how many years have you been doing that now?
4.5 years.
4.5
September
years.
4th, 2018.
Okay, exceptional show. And then you have your Black Star Network.
Yep.
And so how long?
That's September 4th, 2021.
Okay, and that's because you wanted to put other people on.
Yeah, I didn't want just to be just show. I mean, the whole point was to create a platform for other people, other voices, and build out a Black news and information network. Mm-hmm. And so we've done that. So we've got Deborah Owens, her Wealthy You show, Jackie Hood Martin, her The Balanced Living show, Greg Carr with the Black Table, Faraja Muhammad has a daily show, and then Stephanie Humphrey has a tech entrepreneurship show. It's a weekly as well. And then we are launching, and actually today it launched, The Frequency with D. Barnes.
Okay.
You are the first. I have not told anybody. I haven't even posted it on social media.
I know. I was like, you didn't even. Okay.
No,
so today, D. Barnes show launches.
Like when I said I'm giving you the exclusive,
right?
I literally meant it. I have not even put the press release out. I haven't posted on my social media.
Oh, man. I love that. Yeah. Listen, I used to watch D. Barnes when I was Pump It Up.
Can you give some context to
Yeah. So what happened was I never met D. So I was following her on social media, and obviously I looked at her background story. Then I looked at the things that she was going through when she talked about being homeless and kind of stuff like that. And I said, I think this could be an interesting show. Right. I wanted a daily show hosted by a female, and I said, I think this could be interesting. And she initially, so I reached out to her on social media. We connected. And then she eventually got back to me like 2-3 weeks later, and she said no. And I was kind of like, did she just say no? And so I hit a couple of people, and I'm like, y'all might want to call her. And then when she called me, she's like, well, I'm really focusing on, my documentary and this book I want to do. And I said, well, D, let me help you out. You're someone who's trying to swim to that island way on the other side, and I'm in a boat. Why are you trying to swim? And I begin to walk her through. I'm like, this is why you should do this. Wow. And she was talking about, she told me, where she was working, and she was still trying to find a place to live and was still dealing very hard times. I'm like, you really ought to reconsider this. Right. And I said, think about it. And then she came back and she was kind of like, okay. And
she probably is really jaded and traumatized from this business.
Oh, no.
Too.
So what happened was my wife does life coaching and stuff. So I set up sessions, and we spent the last 9 months building up towards this. And so it'll eventually be a daily. We're going to launch it as a weekly. Then we'll go to 2 or 3 days a week because, look, it's not something that you can easily do.
Right.
And then because the 50th anniversary of hip-hop is in June, everybody keeps doing these one-offs. We're actually going to spend the next year focused on hip-hop, every week having different folks talk about different facets of it, be on her show and others as well. But I just thought it could be a really just interesting show, interesting perspective because of her background, what she's gone through. And like any show, you want to bring that to bear.
Right.
You want that to come out on the air. I just thought it'd be interesting, and so
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to talk to D. Barnes. All right, well,
Absolutely.
Congratulations for that, Roland Martin.
Appreciate it.
And I love the
Appreciate
backstory behind it. 9 months, because sometimes people just throw people out there.
Yeah.
No.
But to actually develop talent like that, and she already had her following. She's already done some iconic interviews.
She has.
She's already a name that, and by the way, been blackballed from this business. But I'm sure, you can search her name, D. Barnes, and see about all of that. Now, when we come back, we have Country Wayne joining us. Help is on the Way is the book that he has out right now. He has a Netflix special coming. He's on his tour right now, and he's hilarious, and it's Master Your Comedy on Thursdays. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.